So today we are back with another question. For this question, it says that 5 men are hired to paint a house. If an additional man is hired, the painting can be completed 4 days earlier. Calculate the number of additional men to be hired if the painting is to be completed 18 days earlier. So in this case, what we can identify is the number of days is always, the variable that is changing, right? So in this case, it says that 4 days earlier and 18 days earlier. So let's assume that days completed, okay, for current situation when 5 men is being hired is X number of days. All right. So basically 5 men will take them X days. And if an additional man is hired, so that means now you have 6 men, you will complete the painting 4 days earlier. So that is X minus 4 days. All right. And now if the number of additional men, find the number of men required if the painting has to be completed 18 days earlier. All right, so what we can see here is firstly identify whether it's a direct or inverse proportion. So we can see here it's very clearly an inverse proportion because as the number of men increase, the number of days that it takes to complete the project reduces as well. So we can say that, okay, let the number of men be n, and that is inversely proportional to d, that's the number of days, right? So n is actually equals to k over d when k is a constant. All right, so let's just do a very simple labeling, and m is men and d is days. All right, so in this case we're actually given the first value, right? So if there are 5 men, we don't know what is k, and we know that the number of days is x, so k is actually equals to 5x. So remember, this is a constant that we can use in other equation. All right, so now when the number of men is increased to 6, right? So that means it's 6 equals to k over d. So 6, and we know that k is 5x and d is just what we have to identify, and in this case it's actually x minus 4, right? So 6 is equals to 5x over x minus 4, and we know that, all right, 6x minus 24 equals to 5x. All right, and let's just work out the value of x over here. All right, so we have 6x minus 5x equals to 24, and x is equals to 24. So in this case, it takes 5 men 24 days to complete the project. So how many men does it take to complete the project in 24 minus 18, which is 6 days? All right, so in this case now, the number of men is our unknown, and k is still 5x, and days is now 6, right? So we found out earlier that k is actually equals, x is actually equals to 24. So let's just sub 5 times 24 whole thing over 6. All right, and we can cancel, and we will know that, okay, the number of men required to complete the project in 6 days is actually 20, right? But take note, because the question is looking for additional men, so in this case the number of additional men is actually 20 minus 5, which is 15 men required. All right.